Hello, children. Welcome to another radio learning program for Primary 4 Science. This is one of the radio programs produced by Rwanda Education Board with the support from UNICEF Rwanda and in partnership with Inspire, Educate and Empower Rwanda, IEE. My name is Teacher Gerard. I will be teaching Primary 4 Science. Children, as always, get your pens and notebooks for taking notes, doing exercises, and homework that you will be given. After getting the writing materials ready, may you sit next to the radio, tune it to be loud enough, and be ready to listen to it keenly. Dear parents and guardians, we appreciate you for your meaningful support to the children in ensuring that the children are kept safe at home during this bad time of coronavirus disease breakout. I would like to continue reminding you to be close to the children and follow up what they are doing and support them where necessary. Thank you. Now, children, let us stand up to have a warm-up song before we start learning. We will sing our "This is the Day that the Lord has made." I hope you all know it. I am going to sing the song once. As you listen, then you will join me as we sing for the second time. Is that clear? Good. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Now, children, you can join me. Let us sing. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Oh, that is great. Okay, children, can you remember what we learned about last time? Can you remember what we learned about last time? Very, very good. Last time, we learned about fish, amphibians, and insects. We learned about fish, amphibians, and insects. Is that correct, children? Perfect. Now, can you remember some characteristics of fish that we learned? I've given you seconds. Perfect. The characteristics of fish that we learned are: fishes live in water. Number 2, they have a backbone. Number 3, they have a streamlined body. Number 4, they have scales on their skin. Number 5, they breathe through gills. Is that right? Great.
Come along and play with us.
Now, our topic today is classification of animals according to the respiration mode. Classification of animals according to the respiration mode. Can you write that one down? Classification of animals according to the respiration mode. Children, that means respiration mode is the way they breathe. So today we are going to classify the animals according to the way they breathe. Good. My friends, different animals have different breathing organs, but they all take in oxygen. Because they have different breathing organs, they are now classified into various categories. Do you understand? Good. The first one, animals breathing through the lungs. We want to see the animals that are breathing through the lungs. Examples of animals that are breathing through the lungs. One is the bird, the cat, human beings like you and me. I repeat, the animals that breathe through the lungs are, for example, the birds, the cat, the human beings like you and me, and many others. Can you name some other animals that breathe through the lungs? Can you name some other animals that breathe through their lungs? Wonderful, wonderful. Animals such as the dog, the cow, the goat, the elephant, etc. They breathe through their lungs. Is that correct? Bravo. The second group of animals is animals that are breathing through the gills. Animals breathing through the gills. I'm spelling gills. G-I-L-L-S. Gills. Animals that live in water, they breathe through the gills. They are called aquatic animals. I am spelling aquatic. A Q U A T I C. Aquatic. They are called aquatic animals because they live in water. They include animals such as the fish that breathe through the gills, the tadpoles. Tadpoles. I'm spelling tadpoles. T-A-D-P-O-L-E-S. Tadpoles. The tadpoles are the young ones of a frog. You know a frog. The young one of a frog, which is still in the water, is called a tadpole. The tadpoles also breathe through the gills. Do you understand? Yes, when they are still young, they have not become a mature frog, they still live in water. They breathe through their gills. Is that correct? Okay, let us now continue. We want to see animals breathing through the skin. There are some animals that breathe through the skins. Animals like the earthworms and frogs, a mature frog now, they breathe through their skins. Animals such as the earthworms and frogs, they breathe through their skins. The skin is moistened. It has got some water. It has got some moisture. So they breathe through the skin. On their skin, they have the way through which oxygen is trapped onto their skin. We will see that one in later stages. Number 4, animals breathing through spiracles. I'm spelling spiracles. S-P-I-R-A-C-L-E-S. Spiracles. An insect breathes through spiracles. Insects, they breathe through spiracles. When the insect is dipped in water by the abdomen, it could not breathe. When you dip any insect into water and the abdomen is deep in the water, it cannot breathe, as a result of which it will die. The insect will die. This shows that spiracles of insects help them in breathing. The spiracles are found on the abdomen of the insects. What are these spiracles? They are tiny pores located on the sides of the insect body at the abdomen. Examples of such animals include the caterpillar. You know the caterpillar? The grasshopper, the housefly, and the butterfly. Is that right? Good. Animals that are breathing through both the lungs and the skin. My friends, we also have some animals that are breathing through the lungs and the skin also. Examples are the frog, the adult frog, and the toad, and the turtle. These animals breathe through both the lungs and skin. When on land, an adult frog breathes through the lungs, but it breathes through its moistened skin when it is under the water. Do you understand that, children? Very good.
Come along and play with us.
Now, let us see how to classify animals according to the locomotion. Locomotion. L-O-C-O-M-O-T-I-O-N. Locomotion. Locomotion means how they move. Animals move from one place to another, either to look for food, to socialize, or in search of shelter and other things. This movement in animals is called locomotion. Animals move in different ways. Because of different ways of locomotions, we have others that are flying. Flying animals, like the bird. So birds are flying. You know that. The following features help the birds to fly. It has a streamlined body. Its bones are filled with air. The bones are not thick. They are filled with air. It has flight muscles. Besides birds, some insects also fly. They can fly because they have wings. Insects like mosquitoes, dragonfly, the bees. Is that clear? Good. We also have crawling animals. Why do we call them crawling animals? Some animals, such as the crocodiles and tortoises, they use their legs to crawl. Their legs are short, so when they crawl, their bodies remain close to the ground. That is why we call them crawling. They move while the bodies are still down closer to the ground. They crawl. Insects also crawl on the ground. They use their 6 legs to crawl. The next group of animals is jumping or hopping. H-O-P-P-I-N-G, hopping. So jumping or hopping animals. Some animals such as the rabbits, grasshoppers, and frogs are good hoppers. They jump as they move. They have strong back legs. These are longer than the front legs. The back legs of hopping animals are longer than the front legs. I think you have seen the frog. You have also seen the rabbit. They hop. The back legs provide power for these animals to hop. The back legs, which are longer, they provide power for the animals to do what? To hop. Are we together? Good. That is great. Now, you will take some time and list all the animals that you can remember, even if we did not mention them here today. Do you get me? My friends, we are ending our lessons. But before we go there, we also have rabbits and grasshoppers that are hopping. Let us see about the walking animals. Okay? Stand up and get more space. Put one foot forward, keeping the other on the ground. Then move the second foot forward, keeping the first one on the ground. This is how most animals move. Can you say which other animals move like this? Perfect. Animals like goats, the dogs, human beings can walk and run. They walk by putting one foot in front of the other and then again in front on the ground. Are we together, friends? Marvelous. The last group will be the swimming. The swimming animals. Animals such as fish, ducks, and crocodiles can swim in the water. They go through the water by moving their body and tail from side to side. That one makes them move. The streamlined body of the fish helps in swimming. Different fins also help the fish in different stages of swimming. Do you get that? Good. Now, as I told you, you will take some time and list all the animals that you can remember, even if we did not mention them here today. Write the name of the animal, write how they breathe, and move. Each animal with how it breathes and how it moves. Is that clear? Wonderful. We will meet in the next radio lesson. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time. Goodbye, 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 teacher.